Hi, and welcome to Faces of Italy. I'm your host, Janine, and I'm here with Chef Kevin.
Hey,
How are
Janine.
you?
I'm doing great.
Great. Well,
Yep.
tell us all what we're going to be doing today.
Well, we've kicked out our little deep fryer here.
Okay.
And we're going to do a wonderful twist on an appetizer. And there's fried mushrooms.
Fried mushrooms. Yep. Okay.
So the twist we're going to add a little of the seasoning in the breading. So we have Parmesan cheese. Go ahead and add, that's the Italian seasoning.
To this, okay.
A tablespoon of that. And I've taken 4 eggs. We're going to whip them up.
And that's going in here as well?
They will. No. We're not going to mix them together. It's not going to be a wet batter. We're going to wet the mushrooms down. So we'll pour the mushrooms in the egg.
Okay.
Like that. We'll coat the, there we go. We're going to coat the mushrooms. And then we'll take each individual out and then we'll put them in and bread them and then deep fry them. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this up. This is going to come up.
That's a cool little gadget.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah. Well, I won't say
Makes
little, but
much easier.
Yeah.
Now, here's another way to utilize your pasta spoon. So you don't want to use a spoon because all that egg is going to be, so there's a hole there, right?
Right.
So just take your mushrooms there, like that. I'm going to dump them in there. Go ahead and stir that up first.
Okay.
Give it a good stir. Do you have anything to stir with? Let me get you something. What do we got here?
I can do what you do.
How about that?
Look, I'm doing it.
Practice, practice, practice. There you go.
Get
That's
all
what
the
you want. Yep.
seasonings.
And a little salt and pepper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
And these won't take any time at all because when you get them in the fryer, once they float up, they're done.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So this is a quick meal then.
Well, it's
Well, a quick
an
little
appetizer.
appetizer.
Right. And we're using portobello mushrooms.
Okay.
So a little more flavor. It is Italian.
That's right. Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead. There's 3 of them. Like, well, there's 4. Oh, go ahead and give them a toss. See what you get out of it. Coating them? They're getting coated?
Yes, they are.
Right,
and I'm keeping it all in the bowl.
Right,
Can you believe that?
It's good practice. That's a great way to learn.
It is. Okay.
Let's put some more in. There we go. Go ahead and give those a toss.
Uh-oh.
Some of these are kind of big.
Yeah, they are. They're huge.
You're doing good, though. You're doing great.
Thank you.
Very good. Perfect. That's the
I've
whole
been
key.
watching
You want
the
to make sure they
best.
get all nicely coated. Last
Now-
one. One more. If you have to use the...
Yeah, I think I should now.
There you go.
It's getting
and
a
I'll
little
just
bit
pick
too
them out like
much.
that because we... There you go.
Yeah.
The ones that are finished, I'm going to put them here.
Okay.
All right. So here. Whoops.
Get that one in there. That one's got a
Oh
lot
yeah, I
of
need
it.
some more.
Yeah.
Let's get them all covered.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
Now, how long are they supposed to sit in there for?
Well, I have the oil at 375 degrees. So you want at least 360 because that's
Okay.
going to sear the outside and cook the inside.
Okay.
There we go.
And how will you know when they're done? By the outside? How
They're
the
gonna
outside?
float.
Oh,
Watch
they
them
float to the top?
Yeah,
and
watch them
they're
float. Did we get them all? Looks like we got them all.
Wow.
Ready?
Okay.
Release our little button and away we go. Oh, they're mushrooms. They're going to float anyways.
So now then how will we
Well, you know what? We're going to turn them.
We're going
Let
to
me
flip
see what they
them?
look like on the other side.
Okay. That sounds
Yep.
good.
But mushrooms don't take long. They're very porous. They like to absorb everything.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, we got some Parmesan cheese. We'll sprinkle more
We're gonna
cheese on them when they
sprinkle
come
that?
out.
Okay.
Yes.
So
we're done with that.
we're
I'll pull
done
that out
with
anyway.
this.
You got
Okay.
it. There we go.
Yeah, we're done with this one as
That's
well.
right. Thank you. And if you want, we can also
Some
do that.
Parsley.
Let's give them a little toss. I like the longer tongs.
Okay.
See? Just give them a little toss. Flip them over.
Ah, and I see how it sticks to
They're
it.
getting
and-
golden.
And, yeah, and it gets golden inside. Okay.
Uh-huh. And you know you got them flipped because you can see the stem.
Ah,
Because
yes.
when they went in, they automatically just went stem down.
Right.
And now the stem, I'm popping them up. Flip over. Always the last
There's
one.
always one, isn't there?
Stem up, stem up, stem up, stem up. Up. Stem up.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da. Not long at all.
Okay, and we're gonna put them in the...
I'm actually, I have a bowl I'm going to line with a paper towel. We'll
to
dump
get
them in
the
there. We'll
excess
get
oil.
exactly right.
Okay. These are looking pretty good.
You don't take any time at all. Like I said, the key is to have your oil hot and ready.
Okay.
375.
Hot and ready. Wow, look at that.
Now you can just lift the whole thing up like this. You're going to dump them right in there. And now you can actually sprinkle the cheese on them. Go for it. Because that's when it's going to stick.
Oh, while it's still hot and still has a little bit of the oil
See?
on it.
Top
Yes.
and the bottom.
I see that.
A little parsley. Go and pour it on the plate. You're ready to serve.
Well, look at that. That looks excellent. It's going to be too hot for me to eat right now.
They should sit for at least 1 minute. Yes.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
they're really
Okay,
hot.
fantastic. Then we'll let them sit and then we'll eat them in a little bit. All right, guys, we'll be right back. All right, we're going to sprinkle some parsley on top. Hi, and welcome back, where we just finished doing some mushrooms.
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 And they were little mini portobello mushrooms that were deep fried. Yep.
Yes, and those
So-
were really good. So what are we going to do
Raviolis.
next? Raviolis.
Right? And if you want, we have our recipe, and you can go right to our website and get it through our ebook and stuff your own raviolis.
Okay.
And that's what we have here, cheese raviolis. Real simple, here we go. We have our fryer all set up. I'm gonna go ahead and dump them in the egg wash.
Okay.
All right, just get them all in there. You wanna get a nice coating.
Right, like we did with the
Exactly,
mushrooms.
yep. Get it all around, because that's what's gonna help the breading stick to it, right?
Right.
Yep. There we go.
That looks coated.
Here you go.
No flipping on this one
I know,
needed,
right?
huh? Okay, I'll hold that for you.
There we go. You can start tossing them.
Oh,
Go
okay.
for it. There you go.
I'm getting so
I'm
better
gonna
at
make a
this.
cook out of you.
If my mom could see me now.
I know. There we go. Keep on tossing.
Keep 'em. Now, what is in this seasoning here?
It's a combination of Italian seasoning, and there's Parmesan cheese, and a little garlic powder. And if you can add a little salt and pepper,
I sure
that
can.
will top it off perfect.
There we
I got
go.
3 more raviolis here I'm trying to fish out. Oh, 4, there's hiding.
I think you have the tongs over there for me to.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I have
this
tongs.
with.
You want the tongs?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Unless you want to do
Nope.
your little shaking thing. I think I'm all
Go for it.
shaked
Really? All
out.
shook up? Oh.
I'm just so nervous. I don't want to spill it.
Yeah, right, just give it a toss. And that's what you want to do. You want to get that individual, every little ravioli.
I see.
Yeah.
That looks good.
There we go. Now we're gonna.
That's why you're the chef.
Oh. Yeah, but after you do it 3 or 4 times, you'll do it just as well as I.
I'm gonna keep trying. I will.
You see how everyone has its own little.
Yeah.
Now, if you're like me, you'll take raviolis and make them a bunch at a time and have them in the freezer. Don't put them in the fryer, out of the freezer. Thaw them out first. So, unless you want a fire in your kitchen, because the oil will react to the water.
Have you done
No,
that before?
no, no.
I was gonna say, do you know this
No, but
by
I've-
experience?
No, not myself, but
Okay.
mostly common sense, you would think, right?
Right. You would think.
Here we go. Release. There it goes.
And then how long will this sit until they float, like
And,
the
yep,
mushrooms?
and we'll turn them over. If they're only brown on one side, we'll make sure they're brown all the way around.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
And so when those are all done, we just coat them with the cheese and parsley, and that's it.
Yep.
Well, this is a great quick meal for the family
Absolutely.
at home. Yeah. We can add marinara sauce.
Oh.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of things that we can do differently with these.
There we go.
Okay, so they're cooking now.
Now, I always go in there and I like to separate them just in case they do tend to stick together.
Ah,
And sure
okay.
enough,
They are?
just a little bit. Yeah, you got to make sure.
Now, was that because the oil is not hot enough, or
Right.
will they do that
No,
anyway?
and that's one thing you got to be careful of because you don't want the oil to get too hot. And then if it's not hot enough, it doesn't sear the outside. See how it's starting to bubble and they're coming
Yeah,
together? There
yeah.
you go.
Well, that's a good way to tell the difference
Mm-hmm.
of what, when your food is cooking and not. They're looking pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
At least one of them's starting to rise up a little bit.
Now I'm going to take a bowl and put a paper towel in there so when they come out, we'll drain them to get the excess oil off of them.
Okay.
And then you can season some more. We have some Parmesan cheese and some parsley.
Oh, these are good for another appetizer dish?
Absolutely. So yeah, you could actually make a whole different array of different deep fried, and not just mushrooms. You can take any kind of vegetable.
Yeah?
Asparagus, green beans.
That's
Think about it.
right.
Anything you stick in the egg, that seasoning is going to stick to it. You deep fry it, and you're good to go.
Yeah, okay. That's good.
There we go. There we go.
Some cheese, deep fried cheese.
Yep. Yes. Well, you'd have to freeze the cheese.
Oh, you freeze it first.
If you don't freeze it, it'll
it'll
leak
melt.
out, and then you have a
Right,
mess. Yes.
right, okay.
See how they're all floating there?
Yeah. These are looking really good, Kevin.
I pulled this one out early for you. If you want to season it and give it a try, because there's so many of these, these are going to take a little bit more time.
I love my cheese, so I'm going to sprinkle some more on there. And here we go. It's your taste test.
Go for it.
Mmm.
Gooey.
It's hot, but it's very good. I'm going to add a little bit more. You guys, this is so good. We will be right back. Hi, and welcome back to Faces of Italy. Okay, so I see that we still have our fryer out.
Right.
What are we doing now?
Well, it's unlimited. There's so many things you can do.
I know.
Now I have a seafood medley.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a combination of calamari. We have mussels.
I see shrimp.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, of course, what else we got in there? Oysters.
Oysters.
So what I've done, because calamari is so tough to be like a rubber band, I soaked it in buttermilk overnight. By soaking it, it takes out that rubber band, it breaks it down, and it's going to be tender and delicious.
Oh, okay.
So we got our fryer up and going. All I'm going to do is drain
All
our
the
mixture,
seafood out?
yep.
Okay.
Get all that buttermilk out of there. And since it's already wet, we're going to go right into our breading that's
okay.
seasoned up and ready to go.
Right.
We have Parmesan cheese. There's garlic powder, salt and peppers in there. Let's get all that buttermilk out of there.
Yeah, or also get clumps inside here,
And
huh?
now you get to practice on your
On my...
tossing skills.
Oh
there
my
you go.
God.
The
I
better
think
you
this
coat
is
it, the better
too
it's going to be.
much.
Come on, you can do it. Come on.
If I make a mess, you guys...
Okay, give it here.
Yeah, thank you. Because it would be his fault.
Right, right.
See,
You know what the trick is? You bring it up to the front and pull it back. It's a push-pull. See? Push-pull.
I know, I get too nervous. I don't want to
Aw.
make a mess. But it
And
looks
that's the
good
trick.
when you do it. I like
Why,
when you
thank
do
you.
it. Let me practice with my beans at home first. And then
Now what I'm going to do, use the same piece here, and we'll get that on there. There we go. And we want to make sure that we separate all of that.
Ah, okay, so we're not going to take them out separately.
Well, we don't want to get all that
Oh.
breading in there.
Okay, I see how you're doing this.
Right.
Okay. Hope you guys at home are paying attention. These are some good moves he's got.
So you just use the colander over and over again.
Now, what is this temperature at?
375.
375, okay.
It's reading about 370 right now, so that's good. We should be good.
Okay.
Sure. How's it looking there? Okay.
Okay.
Let's dump that in there. There we go.
Ah, okay.
Down we go.
Now, so when we get this in there, how long is this
Not gonna
supposed
take
to...
because each one's small, so it's not gonna take long at all. See, you've got a nice
Look
flow
at
there.
that.
Oh yeah.
That's
I get out
adds
the deep
into the top.
tongs. Yeah.
Did we put too much in there?
I didn't think so. We just lift it up, bring it up a
Okay.
little bit.
Ah, there we go.
Let him do his thing.
And then we're going to take them out and then just add the cheese.
Add more cheese to it, yep.
Okay.
Now with seafood, you want to make sure you cook it all the way through.
Yes, of course, definitely.
Yep.
Now, these aren't going to float like the mushrooms and the...
Right, because they're so dense and heavy.
Right.
Mushrooms definitely float like a little pillow.
Yeah, they did.
We noticed that,
went
didn't we?
to the top. Yes, they
But
did.
they sure turned out great, didn't they?
Right.
They were really good.
Those were fantastic.
Let's take a peek. What do they look like? A little more.
A little bit more? Okay. So just to your liking, as golden as you want it, or?
Yep. Well, you got to make sure they're done.
Yeah.
It's seafood. It's something that you got to make sure.
It's cooked all the way through.
Right. And you'll know. I mean, most people, when you bite into something and it's like, it's kind of chewy there.
Chewy?
It should bite and
come apart.
Yeah, exactly.
So when it's chewy, that means it's not cooked all the way?
Well,
usually?
because I marinated
didn't know
in the buttermilk, it's going to be a lot more tender.
That's good to know. So when I go to a restaurant and the food is chewy, seafood, you'll know.
Always cut into the thickest part of the meat and look at inside of it. If it's a steak or whatever, and if you ordered it medium rare, I mean, you're going to have some red.
Yeah.
You better, because that's what you ordered.
Yeah, right. No, that looks pretty good.
They do look good.
So are we putting them?
Well, I'm going to drain this a little bit,
okay.
get all that oil out. Hand me that plate, and I'll dump them right in there. And we're going to be good to go. There you go. Look at that, huh? Little cheese, parsley.
Yeah, look at that. That looks delicious. You're absolutely right.
See how all the breading is nice
the
and
longer
golden?
actually is
Right?
The longer the better. That is just beautiful. That looks so good.
I'm going for it.
Go for it. I think I will too. Which one?
Whoa. That is really good.
Which one did you have?
I had the calamari.
All right, I'll have the calamari. I love calamari.
There you go. We're good. We're golden.
I want to keep going. God, this is so good. I hope you're... Hi, and welcome back. It has been a fried food fun-filled day. And look, we're not even finished yet. We still have more. What are we going to do now?
Let's do zucchini.
Zucchini
there
it
you go,
is.
right? How easy is that?
That
So all I
looks
did is I
great.
took 2 zucchinis and I sliced them into bias.
Right.
And I seasoned them, salt and pepper.
Okay, that's it. That's simple.
Right? Egg.
You can dip them in there.
Drop them in the egg.
Let them get coated. Right? See, I learned this stuff, you
This
guys.
show really works.
It does. So if I can do this, I know you guys at home.
And all I did was, there's 3 eggs in here.
Okay.
And I added about 2 tablespoons of water. It's called an egg wash.
Egg wash.
So if the reason you put the water in it is because it helps the egg separate and helps it actually cling and go through all the vegetables that you put it into.
Oh, okay.
If not, you know how they get stringy and everything?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yep. So we got it nicely coated. So I'm going to take them.
Dump them in here.
Dump them in there. I'm not going to, just like that. Give them a toss. There you go. See? See all the things we've accomplished today?
I know. Still a little nervous on the tossing,
Aw.
but I'll get there.
You can get it.
You know what? By tomorrow.
I'll give you my tongs here. And these fry up in no time, too.
Yeah, okay.
Let's get one more little batch in there. We'll be good to go. Come here, you guys. There you go. Oops.
No, you lost one.
Come on.
They're getting away from you.
I had a whole bunch of them. They all slipped out. Okay.
All right. I think we're good. Let's see.
Sure? Okay.
Yeah, we're good. I'm going to let you do it, but...
Really?
So it's not about height. It's just about...
Push, pull. Think push, pull.
Think push, pull.
Right? Push, pull. Push, push, push. Push, toss, pull. Push, toss,
Okay.
pull. Push, toss, pull.
I'll go home and practice with my beans. But I love how you do that. Look at that. It's amazing.
Nothing to it.
I know. Amazing. Okay, so the heat is set at 375
Of course, yep. For vegetables.
for vegetables.
Right.
Okay.
A little less probably for chicken or beef if you wanted to do chicken or
Right,
beef.
because it's going to take longer to cook the
Right,
insides.
right.
Okay. Cool.
Let's get all these guys in here. Oops. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
You get one. Let's flip it down, away we go.
All right, it's set.
And see, I sliced them nice and thin, so that's going to help them cook nice and even too. And they're all about the same size, so they'll all come up at the same time.
Yeah,
there's one
since they're
hiding in
not
there.
so thick too, it'll cook faster.
Sure will.
That's perfect.
Go.
Okay.
And then, of course, when we come out, we're gonna let them drain on the basket.
Right.
We'll put them on the plate, and then we'll season them up. Put the Italian touch, a little Parmesan cheese.
And then we're good to go.
You're good to go.
Uh-huh.
They don't take long. You ready?
They're ready already?
Let's do it.
Okay, if you say so.
Let's do it.
Oh, look
You
at
don't
that.
take no time. I told you. See how
I
fast?
know, you're right.
Get all that extra oil.
I
out of
believe
there.
in you,
Give me the
Chef
plate.
Kevin.
I'll do it for you.
Okay, you do that.
Yeah. It's hot oil. I don't want anybody to get hurt.
You're right.
There you go.
There
Sprinkle
we go.
cheese on it. Oh, come on. Sprinkle some cheese.
I like to be delicate and make sure it looks all pretty. Okay, a little parm.
Ready?
Okay, we will be right back. That looks really good. All right, put a little bit more cheese. You know how I
grabbing
love
that
my
one right
cheese.
there. They don't take any time. See how they're already limp? They're like,
Yeah, okay. Now, as you can see, fried isn't always fattening. We want to thank you all for joining us today as we made this fabulous food. Right, Kevin?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. You're right, exactly. When food is properly cooked, the fried is the best way.
Yes, it is.
It really is.
It is, and it looks marvelous. Please go to the website at facesofitaly.tv. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.